What were some of the household chores that you and your brother participated in?
Go to the store, clean the house, take out the trash and the garbage, clean the yard, clean the bathroom, clean my room, make up the bed. Just ordinary things.
Now, I understand that you participated with your father in running some errands or some type of chores, a type of routine event. What were some of those events?
Say that again?
There was some type of errands or type of work that you did with your...
Licking envelopes and stamps and...
Yes.
And putting stamps on envelopes and addressing envelopes and going to the post office and mailing them. Yeah, I did that.
Please tell us, what elementary school did you attend?
I went to Lucretia Mott Elementary School in Washington, D.C.
In Washington, D.C. What did you love about elementary school?
I think what I loved the most was the fact that I liked learning. I liked the teachers. It was truly a wonderful school with fine teachers who started to making sure that you realized that you could be somebody, you could be something, and that you've got to get this education. And those seeds, I guess, started me on that path. Wonderful school.
Dunbar High School is the place where you graduated from.
Yes.
Tell me about your high school experiences, your favorite subject, any clubs or organizations that you were a part of.
Well, let's start with the high school itself.
Okay.
You must recall that Washington, D.C. was a segregated community. It wasn't segregated in the same sense as Birmingham and let's say Miami or Charleston, South Carolina was segregated, because I didn't detect the same level of animosity in Washington. It was simply, no, you can't come in here, maybe said with a smile rather than with a stick. But it was segregated no less. Black people in Washington had their own or separate variety of everything. Movies, I never had to go to a segregated movie because there were movies that were neighborhood that you could go to, and you wouldn't have to, we had a bank, stores and such, not department stores, but grocery stores and such. And the schools were segregated. They had a separate colored part and white part in the school system. Going back a little bit to Lucretia Mott, I had to walk past a school called Napoleon Gage Mott School. But in any event, this segregation and this atmosphere of segregation fostered some very, very good results in terms of education. What it amounted to was that there was just one academic high school for black students, and that was Dunbar. And into that school, the colored part of the Board of Education poured the best and the brightest teachers. Most of them had PhDs, all of them had studied profusely their subjects. They were all selected for their academic excellence. Principal was a very fine man. Everybody was there to learn and to go to college. Nobody was there simply trying to get over, trying to get out, do your time and move on. It was truly an introduction to excellence, truly an introduction to excellence. And As you can imagine, the caliber, the quality of students was quite high. The curriculum was exemplary. I cannot say enough for the start, the head start that school gave me. That school and Mott, the elementary school, stand out in my memory as being two places of extreme significance in my life.
You graduated from Dunbar High School in immediately after your graduation from high school.
I recall, I believe my father, which at that time was a pretty good treat.